how will you know that you're on to a good language and to a good message? One message fits all. What does that mean? You said we have an audience, right? We have customers. So we're back to can anyone think of a startup that has to do with flip-flops?
Rainbows. Or like any shoe.
No, let's like build a startup that has to do with flip-flops. What? Customized flip-flops with an AI engine that you step on the table and it gets your vibe, and then by the end of the walk here, the catwalk, you get there are flip-flops that have a massage effect. That's Reef. Yeah, you can't steal that. I actually ended up being no. But when I want a present, when I need to get a present, I'm like, hey, dude, I got you a new pair of flip-flops. You lost the other ones at the beach last night anyway.
Made out of recycled material?
Yeah, like Warby Parker kind of. Everyone that, every flip-flop you sell, and that's out of recycled material. Add in an AI engine, and then you got funding just right there. Blockchain flip-flops. Okay. Listen, you can sell anything. Believe me, anything. The things we've seen here. One message fits all. Back to being serious and talking marketing. When you land a message that if you say that sentence, we believe that, or we do organic food deliveries overnight through engineering the fruits and vegetables that you ordered based on your dietary criteria, adding in the medicine you already need in your vegetables. Ha! That's a startup. And that's delivered to your door as a juice, right? If there is a message in there that suits your audience, the right message would also make sense to investors, and it would also make sense to the team that you want to recruit, to the team members. Okay? The why we do things. That one tagline we have, it has to make sense to everyone. That's how you can test, and that would be your KPI. When you build a message, it has to make sense for everyone. Now, the reason I'm saying this is like foreseeing the future. When you guys are going to be amazing CEOs for your startups, and you're going to bring in this marketing dudette that needs to build your message and brand identity, and you're going to say, okay, so I need a message for my investors to make them understand why we're going to be like the next unicorn. And I need a message for my target audience who's either data scientists that are that really want to shine and move forward and become CISOs, chief scientists, or moms that just gave birth and they have this stroller with sensors. But whatever it is, that's a different message. And I need a message for my team, that everyone who goes online just is going to want to join our team and join our company and be employee number 3. So I need 3 messages. Well, guess what? You don't. Take my word for it, just because we don't have enough time, but there's also a blog post, and for every one of these, by the way, for every one of these tips here, there's a blog post and more information about it to really dig in deeper for more details, just in case. I'll just talk about an example. There's a company called SuperQuery. Anyone heard of them? An amazing serverless big data ID engine based on this machine learning AI to enable data scientists to run the best, most valuable, smartest, and cost-effective queries on Google BigQuery. Did you get that? Because I'm going to send that to my customers. Finally, I actually can say all that. That is what they said when I came in. But what we are, SuperQuery helps all these data scientists. You know why? Because any data scientist, like any developer, is only as good as their last query. You write code, You create this amazing feature and everyone loves you. But next week, if you don't shine again, you're toast. Is that true or not? Salespeople are only as good as their last quarter, right? So eventually, we always need it to live up to our game. How did we come up with it? By the way, when they were in the Silicon Valley last week, and they met with amazing investors all the way to Anderson Horowitz, and they showed them this slide. And everyone smiled because they understood what they mean. And when they were at Google Next and talked to developers, and before they showed them the app, this was what they opened their tablets with. It made sense because every data scientist knows that if they want to promote themselves and if they want to move forward, they need to be ahead of their game every day, okay? So when we nailed this, and by the way, it was through a vision and mission statement and understanding the values. The values for this company were smart, pro-simplicity, valuable. Those values they came up at the end of the day with, these guys are data superheroes. And if you want to be a data superhero, you better join us and use SuperQuery. And guess what? Ever since they launched this, their traction online and the conversion rate, the amount of people that go onto the website and convert into users is amazing. Like, if you know what the amounts of conversion rates are in B2B, like from the moment you go into someone's website until you become their customer, what is the percentage? What are the chances? Guess.
2%?
For people. 4%? 2%?
3%.
I hear. You only get to go once. If someone clicks on your ad, what are the chances of them becoming 10 to 15? I want to work where you work. Okay. I'm like, I don't care either.
What, less than 1%?
Yeah.
Oh. 0.2%.
Yeah. Well, it's about less than 1%. It depends.
What's considered like really good, but reasonable?
Okay, first of all, there is this site called Indie Hackers, and it has tons of insights for different companies and what are the best and most expected conversion rates and how to get there too, not just what's the number to aim for. In the B2B world, an email open rate, for example, if it's between 20 to 30% of a database of people that subscribe, privacy, so they subscribed or they're willing to accept your email, that's about 20 to 30% open rate, okay? Out of which, I guess about 10% click rate out of the 100% inside the email, that's good. So that would be 3%, okay? If I click and go into the website, okay, from an email that I already know, chances are maybe if I hit a 5% ratio of subscribing or leaving my information or downloading an app or allowing an extension, that's fair, okay? And out of a website, traffic that goes into the website, and again, I'm saying this with caution because it depends on the origin of the traffic, right, where it's originated from. Is it from an ad or organic or direct? But at the end of the day, if you hit around, okay, between 0.5% to 3% conversion rate into users, not necessarily paying customers in the B2B world, that's fair, at least at first. Eventually, you hit the ground running, and then you want to increase conversion rates, meaning lower CTAs, meaning paying less for traffic or for every user, and getting higher conversion rates. So moving from 1.5% or 3% to 5%, and that's good. And again, it really depends on the industry and what you're selling. So, but there are numbers nearly for everything. Okay. So with Google SuperQuery, how do we know that this is the right message for them? That the traffic converts better, so there are higher conversion rates, right? funding round is now, at least at first, the door opens easily, or you start a meeting and everyone's at ease because they know what you're talking about and you make sense, right? And everyone wants to be part of a team that goes data superheroes and looks like this, right? That doesn't take themselves they don't take themselves too seriously, but they do take their work very seriously. And that's not a marketing tip, but it's totally a tip for startups. Because we're like here to change the world, right?